Let's get started. We start seated for those of you for who it's your first time, and then we work into standing for those for whom it's appropriate. So opening gestures, right hand makes a fist. And open palm. And we bow. This is sharing the heart. And then circle back, connecting in the heart. Chi awakening exercises. Hands to your lower belly. We inhale, reach to heaven. And exhale, all of heaven comes in, down to your center of gravity. Strengthen your center. Inhale to the sky. And exhale, strengthening your center. Inhale, 3. Exhale. 4. And exhale. And 5. Good. Second exercise, connecting with the earth. Imagine you have tree roots that grow down from your feet. As you inhale, the earth comes up and fills your body. And as you exhale, it settles into your center. Strengthen your centering ability. Inhale from the earth. Exhale into your center. 3. 4. And 5. Third exercise, opening the heart. We start palms up. And so we're working from this sense of centeredness that we've created in the guts. We're going to take and open our heart on the basis of that stability. So palms up, we inhale to the heart. Hold the breath and expand. Exhale like you're radiating compassion out from your heart. And inhale to the heart. Hold the breath, expand. Exhale, radiate. And inhale, expand, and exhale, radiate. 2 more times. Inhale, hold, exhale. 1 more time. And exhale. And breathe. Rest your hands down. 1 minute mindfulness. Pause for a brief moment. Just become aware of the body. Awareness without judgment. Just letting the body be however it be. Become aware of the breath. No need to change the breath, just being with it however it is. Aware of your mind. No need to change the mind, just being with it however it is. For a brief moment, host all 3 together, body, breath, and mind. You're ready. Take a nice big breath in. Let it out with a sigh. And breathe. So that reminds me to give you a quick advertisement for upcoming mindful community training. Have you taken the mindful community training? Okay, so new kids, you have an opportunity for a signature program from Inso Village, really to enable us to kind of all speak the same language around mindfulness, compassion, and to practice together a little bit in group. So that's coming up next month sometime. I don't have those dates, but I was reminded as we practiced, the definition that we work with in that program of mindfulness is something like paying open-hearted attention to the present moment as it is without judgment. So really nice way to start our Tai Chi and Qigong practice. let's get started with some movements. So as I mentioned, today's goal, we're going to take a tour through this entire 24 movement set. We're going to do so in a way that is fun, not stressful. That's the opposite of why you come to Tai Chi class. So it has to be fun, but we're going to pack a lot of practice in class. So what I'd like to do for our seated Qigong is we're going to go through some of the basic movements of the form right here in our seat. And this allows us to get our waist moving, our shoulders moving, blood flowing, as well as review those moves. So first move is holding the Tai Chi ball. So you want to imagine like you have a sphere in your hands. In the olden days, in my teacher's tradition, we call this embrace the moon, because before the days of special effects in movies, he said it was hard for people to imagine a sphere of light in your hands. So they said, oh, well, imagine you've got the moon. Great Qigong to do on the full moon. So here we are. Then we're just going to practice on the exhale. Put the right hand on top, the left hand on the bottom. On the inhale, come to the middle. And on the exhale, put the left hand on top, the right hand. Inhale, middle. Exhale, the other one. Inhale, center. Exhale, left up, right down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, center. And rest. Once again, visualizing that bright full moon as a sphere in your hands. We're going to practice the first move of the form board off. So from here, take that left hand and turn the ball so the left hand is on top. Then we're going to practice rolling the ball. So that left hand's going to come down, the right hand's going to come up, and then it holds the moon here, and your other hand comes down right by your side. So now you're holding the moon against the chest. Not in Tai Chi, but in some other traditions, this move is called embrace the moon at the chest. So that's what we'll call it for now, embrace moon at chest. Then this hand down here, this left hand is going to reach in and catch. Yeah, I'm mirroring you. This is my right hand, but you do it with your left. Or just wiggle around and have fun. Nobody cares.
So it is which way my brain works.
Oh, good luck with that. So left hand, bottom hand is going to scoop so that you can turn this right hand on top, catch the moon between your two paws. Now the top hand is going to float down. The other hand's going to roll up, embrace moon at chest. The other one comes to touch the earth. Very good. So inhale, bottom hand comes up and you catch. Exhale, roll and embrace moon at chest. Excellent. Inhale, bottom hand comes up and catch. Exhale, roll and embrace moon at chest. Inhale, bottom hand comes up and catch. Exhale, roll and embrace moon at chest. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now let's move the waist a little. So as you catch, I'm going to turn slightly to that left side. And as I roll, I'm going to turn back to the center. Very good. Inhale, catch, turn slightly to that right side. And as you roll, turn back to the center. Very nice. Inhale, catch, turn left. Exhale, roll to the center. Inhale, catch, turn right. Exhale, roll to the center. Let's do one more time. Inhale. And exhale. And the other side. And exhale. Then you're going to inhale, place both hands on a cloud. Exhale, let the cloud descend. And rest. I wish I had another camera set up this way. You guys look so cool, all doing it in coordination. It's one of the best parts of being a Tai Chi teacher. Okay, so this is the first move, ward off. Does that feel okay to everyone? So really nice. This is a great one because we're warming up the class seated. This is a great one to do if you're stuck at a stoplight. You can do a few. In traditional Qigong, this little movement is meant to benefit your kidneys. Associated in Chinese medicine with lower back pain. And so you're not doing it in a way where you're like, oh, God, I gotta stretch it up. No, you're massaging just a little bit. So stuck at the traffic light or waiting for the TV commercial, or even finishing your taxes, take a break. TurboTax is loading. And you just do a little Tai Chi and you stay human even while you're trying to turn into a robot. Okay, next one. Which one comes next in the form? Oh yes, crane cools its wings. So let's locate your left hand. This is my right, but this is your left. You can tell because it's got an L on it. So that's really convenient. That one's gonna go up like this, and you have a nice angle of repose of this arm. So I'm not teacher and I'm not letter H. I'm somewhere in between. I've got the angle of repose, and then just follow that curve to the other one. That's gonna go down. This is called the crane pulls its wings. So this is your big crane wing. And it feels kind of lovely. And then to switch, this top hand's gonna come on the inside, bottom hand's gonna come on the outside. I change places. Feels good. And because we held the other side, just hold this for a moment. So this one in traditional medicine is actually going to help my lung, get my this shoulder. So that's got to be good. Okay, so here we go. On the inhale, the top hand comes inside, but it doesn't really matter. And as you exhale, stretch and spread those cranes. Inhale, top hand inside. And stretch those cranes. Now you'll notice I sort of bow my spine a little, and then I stretch it open. So I'm lubricating that spine, but it's just a tiny bit of motion. I'm just a little bit. I'm getting the chest to bow, and then the chest to stretch. As I inhale, and I exhale. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. And exhale. Hands to the cloud. And settle the chi. Back when I learned that gesture from my teacher, we didn't have the saying store it in the cloud, but now you could kind of line up. So let's then do this move as it is in the form. This is going to get us warming up our legs, just in the seated position for a nice, easy warm up. So find this hand, your left hand. And what's going to happen is this hand's going to scoop underneath. You're going to change places. And then this opposite foot, whatever hand is up, that foot's just going to tap its little toe. So when we stand in a moment, just hold that position. This is the crane doing their little position, or spearing a fish or something. They can get it. So, okay, then you're just going to let that on down. Do the other side. So taking that right hand, scoop, the other hand gets ready, and then you touch the toe. You should feel really cool. And then let it on. Because the crane in the Shaolin totem kung fu animals, one of its things is it feels like totally awesome. It's like, look at me, aren't I big? Yes, I am. So you should feel that a bit. So here we go. This hand, scoop. The other hand just kind of gets ready. And crane. Then just think, aren't I awesome? And then let it down. Other side, scoop. Wings. Tiptoe. Aren't I awesome? And let it down. Let's be awesome one more time. Here we go. Scoop. Wing. Tiptoe. Awesome. And down. Other side. Scoop. Wing. Tiptoe. And good. All right, I'm feeling awesome. I don't know about you. Let's do 2 more of these seated, and then we will rise up for those who are willing and able, and we'll do some standing. So the one we're going to do right now is brush knee and push. So for this, first, let's practice the tiger licks whiskers. Right? You've got a little, what do they call it in German? They call it a cat, a house tiger or something. I just learned from the internet. So if you've got a house tiger, you've seen somebody doing this. So this move is just a circle to the inside. Let's give that a try. So circle to the inside. And this is you, my little tigers, licking your whiskers. Now, to get that spinal warm up, let's turn slightly and turn slightly and turn slightly and turn slightly. So these are all really nice, gentle ways to keep the waist and the spine kind of lubricated, because I'm not really bending and flexing too much. It's just back and forth. It should all feel good. Nothing should cause any pain. But movement itself can be pain relieving, some research has shown. So we just get everything moving. Okay, then I'll relax. And let's practice the brush, knee, and push. So for this seated version, all you're going to do, you're going to take your right hand, and it's going to do tiger licks whiskers. You're going to get your left hand up by your shoulder. And as this one comes across, it's going to pull this other one and push. You end up in this cool posture. One hand relating to the earth like we did at first, the other hand pushing forward. And then we can just reverse. So this hand is going to lick whiskers. This one comes up by your shoulder, brush, knee, and push. It says exactly what it does. Okay, whiskers, get ready, brush, knee, and push. Whiskers, get ready, brush, knee, and push. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, here's that turn of the waist. Exhale, turning back to the center. Inhale, turn of the waist. Exhale, turning back to center. Inhale, turn of the waist. And turning back to center. And let's do one more on each side. Exhale. Last time. And exhale. Two hands to the cloud. And store all that information in the cloud. Pause, 1 minute mindfulness. Take a moment now to feel the body. Maybe compare with the first time we did this practice. Still non-judgmental awareness, but notice if your body feels different. Feel your mind. And your breath, the bridge between body and mind. Boosting all three together, body, breath, and mind. And then when you're ready, take a nice big breath in. Let it out with a sigh. And relax. Okay, so these are our warm-up exercises for today. These are just movements from the Tai Chi form done in the seated orientation. And as you grow in your study of Tai Chi, you can do this with any movement from the Tai Chi form, almost any movement. So today we're going to see the separate foot kicks. Those are weird in a chair. So you might not do those exactly, but you could. This is actually a great little chair yoga exercise. So you could practice, maybe we'll do that next week. But as you go, you'll learn the fair lady works at the loom. That works great in the chair. You'll learn pluck the needle from the bottom of the sea just fine. So should be pretty fun. And today we're just using that as our warm up. We might at other times go through lubricating the joints, or we've been doing the Tai Chi ball, Qigong. Those are all great, but just for the sake of time, we did review of movements from the form in seat. Let's now, if you would like, we're going to rise up and do some review of movements from the form standing. I recommend, if you think you might need it, to have your chair handy so that you can put one hand on for extra balance. And as well, any of you who would prefer, if your knee or ankle hurts, you can do everything we're going to do now as well. So just do what works for you. Let's see if I can get good video somehow without my camera crew. Yes, good visuals. I don't know about sound. So today's signature move is going to be wave like cloud. Technically, I think the word in the poems is just yonsao, cloud. Sao is hand. So is it wave hands like a cloud? Is it wave hands into clouds? Is it turn your hands into clouds? That's what it feels like. Do it for more than 5 minutes. Okay. So anyway, let's learn the movement and the stepping, which is very fun. And this is the one I want. We'll go through the whole form in a minute, but this is the move I want you to focus on this week. So take your left hand, rotate it, take your right hand, put it away. Don't need it. Then you're going to take that left and you're going to scoop. It's going to come up to the level of your eyes, turn the waist, and it floats out. And then all the way down. Here it goes with the breath. It's going to be here. Exhale. And here's the turn of the waist. I turn and float. Turn and float. I turn, float. I turn and float. I inhale, float. I exhale and float. Let's do it one more time. And exhale. Other side, put that left hand away, the right hand out. Scoop, float, turn, and float. Scoop, float, turn, and float. Scoop, float, turn, float. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, inhale, exhale. Waist, exhale, waist. One more time. And exhale. Okay, pretty easy. Pretty groovy, right? Oh, wave your hands are up, but you cloud hands. So one of my favorite Tai Chi moves. Take it home with you. Just do the, if you remember how to do the one hand, it's such a good exercise just to turn the waist and keep your shoulders. Just wave your hands like clouds passing by. Let's try the both. Should be fun. So first, do your tiger, king whiskers. Then reverse it. Wave my butt. Right. Out, out, out. Yes. Out, 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 and one more, out, out. Good, we all got it. Why is that hard? No one knows, but it is. So, yeah, because, yeah. Yeah, so you get a free buzz. Okay, so doing the movement, let me tell you the visualization my Stephen taught us. Is that you're standing waist deep in golden dust. Wow, how rich, how abundant we are. And what's going to happen is the hands up. It's golden dust. That's right. Okay, so then as we do this, what's going to happen is as this one trails out, I'll pick it up with the other one. They trade places. So let's come to this same side as me so it'll be easy. These trade places. And then I scoop and trail. Very good. Trade places. Scoop and trail. You got it. Trade places. Scoop and trail. Okay, so we inhale and trade. Exhale and turn. Inhale and trade. Exhale and turn. Excellent. Inhale and trade. Exhale and turn. Inhale and trade. Exhale and turn. Do a couple more rounds. Send the crown of your head up to the pole star. Send your tailbone down to the heart of pure. Don't worry too much about the breathing if that gets distracting. Very good. When you're ready, float those two hands up to the cloud. and then settle. Simple. Any questions on that move? And one more thing today, which is really fun. And we'll have just enough time on demonstrate the tail end of the form, and we'll all maybe part of it. So let's see. So the walking. There's two difficult parts in learning and teaching Tai Chi. First one is pulse, step back and you pulse someone's feet. Second one is wave hands like clouds with the side step. It's just, they put the ones with the most coordination of your hands with the ones where you're like crab walk and stepping backwards and stuff. I don't, it was neat to them, but that's how they did it. So that's how we must do it. But your pep talk for this is that should you have a fall, which we want to prevent as much as possible, it's not usually when you're cruising along, you got everything in front of you. It's when the dog pulls you this way. This rolls this way. Or you got startled and had to step back, the door came at you. So the nice thing in Tai Chi is that you have step back, do it slowly, balance throughout the whole part. This is another one of these, which is step laterally, settle through the foot. Up the other one, balance as you go. Step in, pop. You can imagine if you spent 10 or 20 minutes every morning doing these steps, all the low musculature in the foot, which is one of the active parts of making balance, the strength we're primed so that should you have to, it's that much more reasonable. So without the hands, let us begin. How about let's do sassy pose, sassy pants. And you're just going to bend your knees slightly. Heel up your left foot. Step it shoulder width. Heel it back. Heel up your right foot. Step it together. Heel it back. Inhale the left foot. Exhale, put it down. Inhale the right foot. Exhale, put it down. Left. Exhale. And right. Exhale. Okay, other way. Here we go. Heel up the right. Exhale down. Heel up the left. Exhale. Inhale right. Inhale left. Exhale. One more, and I think I'm back to my spot. In. All right, that's not too bad. So you're welcome but you are welcome throughout this week if you'd like to do a walking meditation. Actually, just to sync down what this represents is that you're supposed to put your mind into your center and underground. Like my center and the center of Mother Earth are as one. Then you don't go like this. Stay there. So if you just did that for 4 steps a day, it would be in line with Earth Month. So that's good. And you would also be really doing some great work, movement that these feet don't normally do. Like when do we consciously crab walk around? So we'd be getting some practice in there that isn't regular unless you're in Tai Chi class. Okay, now the fun part. Let's add the hands. So feet together. Slow and step by step. So locate that neck down. Then I do this slow and step by step. Yes, I put your, as you scoop, you're going to step out. So that as I shift, I continue. As I come down, I'm going to step in. So that as I scoop, I step. Inhale. And exhale. Don't worry too much about it. Let's try the other one. So here I'm going to just stay in the same place for a minute. I'm going to scoop. As this comes down, I scoop and step out. Shift. step out. Shift. Balance. Hard for me because I never do it with just one hand. Let's try it, 2 hands, see what happens. Here we go. So I hunker down. We're gonna start push, scoop, step up. Then I switch. As my weight shifts to this side, I step in and switch. My weight shifts. I step out and switch. My weight shifts. I step in and shift. My weight shifts. I step out and switch. And my weight shifts. I step in and switch. Stay here. Do 1 to the right. Do 1 to the left. Here's the trick. It's as the hands are trading places, we move the feet. Shift when the weight is here, trade places. Weight's all the way over, trade places. Shift weight. Places. Shift the weight. Trade places. Move the feet. When you're all back, so put your hands on the cloud. Pull down heavens and play it. Exhale. Not too bad. I couldn't see how it went back. I was too busy. What do I tell them?
You
Oh
were
yeah. Like that. So this is the wave movement. Your homework, should you choose to accept. I'll have this, if all this worked out, this will be up on my YouTube channel. That is on the end of class. So you can just follow along. But also it's pretty straightforward. So after you follow along a couple times, you ought to be able to make something up. Maybe you'll do it wrong, but it'll be fun anyway. So yeah, just have a good time. Okay, what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a slow walk. Whole form. And it really isn't like a front or a back of the class where you watch everyone else. So we're all just gonna do that together. Trick is just be an April Fool about it. Just kind of, wave your hands around and we're gonna pretend that's called Tai Chi. And it should be awesome. If it's difficult to stand and do this, you're also welcome to sit and just do the hand movements, or out over here, balance, or just kind of play with. How does that work? So you can modify it however you like, but we're gonna just try to go through it. And then let's accordion this whole thing this way, because the form has to move that way and I have to be in front. So just get your accordion and let's give it a shot. Okay, here we go. Get together. Gather the universe. Inhale. And exhale. And if at any point you'd like to pause and just watch, you're welcome to do that. Inhale, pick up the left foot, step it out. Exhale, step it back. Inhale, 2 hands float up. Exhale, 2 hands float up. Inhale, the right hand floats up. Turn the right foot in. Bring the left foot back, embrace the moon. Step out on the left heel, roll forward, part horse's mane. Pick up the toe, turn left, step up and embrace the moon. Right foot forward, part horse's mane. Pick up the right toe, turn right, step up, step out and embrace the moon. Or what's it called? Part horse's mane. Toes up, turn left, scoop, step right, and part wild horse's mane. That was 1 too many. Please excuse me. Come back to the left. Sorry, I was thinking about when I had to move back. This feels great. Okay, so from left horse's mane, we're gonna center. Crane cools wings. Half step right, scoop that right hand. Right wing comes flying and left wing flies down. And block with the right. Cover with the left. Deliver a pizza. Step left, brush knee and push. Same stepping, pick up the toes, turn left, block, and deliver a pizza. Step right, brush knee and push. Pick up the right toes, turn, block the face, and deliver a pizza. Step left, brush knee, and push. Strum the loop, half step forward, strum right, strum left, touch the heel, and press. Step back and repulse the monkey. Inhale, right hand up, step your left foot back, get ready, unwind and push with the right hand. Left hand, okay. Step back and push with the left hand. Inhale, right hand behind. Push with the right hand. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, step back and push with the left. Here we go. Turn the steering wheel. Pull that left foot in. Step forward, roll a ball and board off. Pull it down to your hip. Right hand to the wrist, turn the waist and squeeze forward. Yield back and down. Push up and out. Hands flat, toe up. Turn the waist. Come back and brace the moon. Draw that left foot. Step to the corner and roll the ball up. Pull the ball down. Left hand to the wrist, turn the waist and squeeze forward. Back and down. Push up and down. Grind the corn. Then single whip. Right hand pierces out. It's a little beak. Left foot steps out. You're going to circle elbow, chop. Cloud hands. Turn right. Step left. Turn right. Step left. Step right. Turn right. Step left. Turn left. Step in. We're just going to do one more. I lost count of these. Step. Turn. Step. The right hand comes over and makes that little beat. Step out with the left. Make a big circle. And then push. For today, hands to the clap. And settle. Okay, so that's where we're up to as a class. Let me show you the end of the form. We'll do it over. Like, so please go in. High pat on the horse. Here's their little bridle. There you are, good boy. Then which form am I doing? Oh yeah. Open the fan. Separate right foot. Golden wind fills the ears. Turn the body. Separate the back. And so oops, down. Rooster stands up. Sleep. Creeps down. Rooster stands up. Brace the middle. Fair lady works like a little. Fair lady keeps working for a little. Work out. Grasping up close. See. Open hands with that. Turn and chop with fist. deflect downward, step forward, pari punch. Inherent closure. Embrace the tiger. And return to the so, some fun moves, and I do them, you know, the way that's fun for me, but another classic way is, you know. Let's say true sound. I was trained by a kung fu guy, and I still, for some beautiful reason, my knees still do that. So I want to flaunt.
Do that as long as you can.
But that's what we'll do for the next couple weeks. Just go through that last series. Cloud Hands is the one I just really going to all spend time on. But these kicks, kind of just swing your leg. You know, everybody works at shuttles. It's like just, you know, work a shuttle. So we'll spend time next couple weeks downloading them so that should you want to work in the video, you can have a sort of transmission of them. Easier to unfold. If we have to work with these, then you'll be prepped. So, thank you very much. And why don't if I can get this uploaded, I'll send a little thing to our spiritual groups.io, and in that we'll have my YouTube. So we can go there. This video will live here. I don't know how our sound would be, but it'll be on there. And there are some old videos from a previous Tai Chi class where we also got up to this cloud hands, and so they can follow along. You know, they're not high quality, but we should follow along with something. There's a few things and check out. There's actually a lot of great stuff. So enjoy that. Stick around for yoga if you want in a few minutes, or see you next time.
Thank you. Oh. I will.